Welcome to the Tallywhacker Fantasy Football League, the reboot. Like any good reboot, we're doing things differently this time around. That means new rules for 2021. Kickers, we ain't got them. Keepers, they're too confusing. Voting, you guys can't vote on anything without making a mess of it, so there's none of that. I am the captain now. It's my way or the highway. Here's a look into a conversation that happened at the Rules Committee meeting this summer when I let my dad know what exactly we were doing with some of the rules this year. Him. What? You're banning kickers? Me. Yeah, what's wrong with that? You never leave the draft with a kicker anyways. You say they're pointless. They're a dime a dozen. Him. Well, that was until this year. I have spent the whole year off. I spent the whole year off coming up with a new plan. What plan was that? What kicker did you want so bad? Well, I was going to take all kickers and then make you guys trade me for them. That's just not going to work. Okay, well, I really wanted that guy from the Chiefs. Who? Harrison Butker? Yeah, I really want him, and I'm changing my team name. Well, that's about time. What's your new team name? The Harry Butt Kickers. Unfortunately for him, no kickers. You can't draft them. They're not even out there in the free agent pool to be able to pick them up. I know that'll break a lot of hearts. Oh, here's some other guys that might or might not have been privy to the Rules Committee meeting. Let's see what Zipper has to say. Oh, he's asking Tim if he's heard about my changes. Nope, Tim didn't hear either, but knows there's a bunch of them. And there's Billy's thoughts. More change? I got to get out of here. So that leaves us to the next big change. Roster and scoring points. You might say, what are we doing if we don't have a kicker? We're adding a Superflex or OP position. Why ESPN calls it OP, I do not know. But that position you can start quarterback, running back, wide receiver, or tight end. Otherwise, the roster is staying the same as what we've had in the past. On the point scoring side of things, we are going to fractional points. Nobody likes ties. We always end up with a tie. You're going to have to try to get a tie with fractional points. And there's just one other thing. Seems to be a question that comes up every year about this time, and I can't quite remember what it was. Oh, that's right. We are going to a half point per reception, or 0.5 PPR. Yes, Mike. Hopefully this answers your question, and we can have this out of the way already before we get to the draft Wednesday night. Other rules. We are down to 12 teams. So sad, too bad. Carbone and Little Floyd, you did not make the cut. We are going back to the 3-division system that we had at the beginning of this league. The 3 divisions will be called Tally, Whacker, and Winners. There'll be a 6-team playoff now that we cut down to 12 teams. Half the teams will get in the playoffs. Playoff teams will be the 3-division winners and 3 wild cards, which will be the 3 teams that have the best record other than the division winners. All 3 of them, theoretically, I guess, could be from the same division. That would seem highly unlikely, but it could happen. The regular season weeks will be weeks 1 through 14. The playoffs will be weeks 15 through 17, and we'll be off week 18. Thank you, NFL, for the new schedule. You will play everyone in your division twice and everyone outside your division once during the regular season. Draft order is going to be determined by the wheel of fortune. We will spin this wheel. When your name comes up, You get to pick where you draft from. The spot that you draft from will also dictate what division you get put into this year. The tally division will be the people that pick in spots 1, 6, 7, 12. The whacker division are for people picking 2, 5, 8, and 11. And the winners will come from picks 3, 4, 9, and 10. Choose wisely. Any questions? Well, of course there are. But we'll answer them on Wednesday. Oh, and here's another thing. I was able to see the future and can see what Mike is doing week 1 of the regular season. Sitting there looking at his team, trying to figure out who to start. And then calling me and asking me if this is a PPR league. And this is his reaction after I tell him. See y'all on Wednesday night.